Should be fine. There's lighting everywhere. Good morning from Bourg-Saint-Maurice. Today was supposed to be a rain day, but it's pretty gorgeous outside.
I definitely forgot to add a map to my last video, which was the beginning of my ride through the French Alps. So here's that, followed by the route on my second leg.
The reality is that I could have pushed today. It will rain, but likely not until the evening at this point. Then I realized that I have some things to do before I return the bike. One, I need to try and get all of this burnt matter off of the tailpipe. Yeah, one of my bags was completely melted on the tailpipe. So when I pulled into the service station, everyone's like, "You're on fire."
And then they poured water all over me.
And I think it's gonna be a bit of a challenge. I met this guy from Barcelona last night and we had dinner and I sort of showed him the situation and he gave me some WD-40 and we sat there for a little bit and it did work a little. The lipstick, I think it's gonna take a fair amount of time and I didn't want to sit there with him for so long. So now I will go to the shop to find some materials to work on that today. Also, the chain is pretty rough. I think it needs to be replaced, but I only have like a few more days on this bike, so I'm just gonna tighten it again today. I'm gonna clean it again and see if I can just keep it okay for the next few days, but it did come loose like pretty quickly. So all in all, I decided that even though the weather was okay today, it was still a better choice to stay. I don't know, choices, decisions. Anyway, I'm going to see what I can find. I think I'm looking for some baking soda or something adjacent, maybe some oil, WD-40, something like that. There's not many shops here, so hopefully this one will have something. I think it's gonna be like some elbow grease and that'll mostly be it. Maybe a toothbrush. I'll look for a toothbrush here. Pretty good thing that I went to the shops when I did because of course they're closing for siesta for 5 hours until 4 o'clock, so good timing. Okay, we've got some microfibers, toothbrush, some bicarbonate, baking soda. I got some vinegar and some vegetable oil because it was a lot cheaper than olive oil. So I'm hoping that some combination of these things will do the trick, but it's gonna be some work, I think. I do have to say, this place, Base Camp Lodge, is pretty cool. It's really built for adventurers. The rooms are really nice, they're basically apartments. Here you can see like the workstation that's available. Look, my bike's the only one that's left. Everybody else decided to leave today. That's okay, I'll stand by my position. I think it will be for the better. Just to show the current status of the melted material. This is what we're dealing with at this point. So let's see what we can get done today. All right, the first combination I think that I'm gonna try is the vegetable oil and bicarbonate. Boy, this bicarbonate looks like salt. This isn't like chrome or anything, so I'm not like terribly concerned. Okay, let's see. Oh, actually, it does like look like it's cleaning it. Yeah. The lipstick is almost completely gone, which, as we know, lipstick is the most staining material on planet Earth. I'm feeling pretty good about this solution. I think it's working. All right, we've been scrubbing away for the better part of like 10 minutes. There's still some gunk here, so I'm gonna try the vinegar and see if we can eat some of this off. I, by the way, did not do this scraping, so I think someone has melted something on here before. This is my very precise method. The vinegar is bubbling. I assume this is the reaction with the bicarbonate, but I don't know. I'm not a fucking scientist. If I was a scientist, I would probably be doing this much more effectively. But it does seem to be at least somewhat effective. I think we're in a better place than we were earlier, for sure. Obviously, the goal is to make it seem like nothing happened, but we're dancing in the range of acceptable. All right, I think we're looking pretty good. I have just a little bit more of some like materials that's quite rough. For the most part, it's looking really good. I'm gonna be real. It looks pretty good. I think if you didn't know that it happened, you would never have any idea. Oil, vinegar, and bicarb, ladies and gentlemen. I'm proud of myself. Captain's log, Thursday. I don't know the date. I've just went down some chain cleaner and lube. I checked the tension this morning. It was actually fine. I found a mechanic just down the road. He was like, well, let me look at it. So he pulled it in and he starts turning the wheel and realizes that there's a broken link. The connector on the chain is broken. So that's bad. And explains a lot. I actually think that this may have happened on my way to Zermatt, so a while ago. That means that I rode 2 full days with a broken chain, which is actually kind of scary. If anyone has ever seen like videos or experienced a chain snapping, it's pretty violent and not what you want on twisting, winding mountain roads, or any roads for that matter. Like, for the 5th time I've said today, I'm so glad that I didn't leave this morning. Not the end of the world. It is nice that in this case the rental company is on the hook for this, because if it was my own personal bike, I'd be hitchhiking 60 kilometers right now. They didn't seem panicked. I'm sure that we're gonna find a solution. I just don't know how long it's gonna take, and that's gonna have to be okay. Well, here we are. I don't actually think that we have the necessary link to fix the chain. It's hard to know though, because I don't speak French. There she is. What a roller coaster. My French is rusty as that chain. And the mechanic, was explaining the cost of the chain is like €200. And then he will drive 20 kilometers each direction to pick up the chain. So that's like €40 in mileage. And then the labor is €80, which seems very reasonable. So altogether, €320, which I will pay up front because they only take cash. And then the rental company will pay me back. So now I'm walking back to my accommodation to get my debit card and to go find a cash machine. I really can't complain because actually it's not raining and it's a beautiful walk. I'm just really happy that I didn't ride today. This is my hostel. Really cool place. Amazing views. Lots of things for adventurers. I think one day I'd really like to open a hostel, and it would be okay if it was like this one. It's coming. It's in the valley. Just in case there's lightning, I have a metal pole to hold. It's not looking good for old Elizabeth. It was such a nice walk earlier. I'm gonna walk faster. And there was just a whole bunch of lightning all around me. Hopefully it doesn't start raining too hard while I'm walking. I might have to hitch. Today just got so dramatic. It's not good. What if I got struck by lightning today? Could you imagine? My brother got struck by lightning. He said it was not great, so. Okay, I'm gonna walk faster. It's still way down there. What happened? happened? It was fine like 5 minutes ago. This is a joke. This is a joke. It's doing fine. There's lighting everywhere. Oh my God, look at this wall of rain. Look at it. I think I should run. I'm in the wall. I'm in the wall. Okay, I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run. It's not great. Oh my God. Okay.
The mechanic was hoping to find a link connection around his shop that we could pop on the chain, but in the end he drove 60 miles round trip to get a new chain. It didn't end up being quite as expensive as we thought because the chain dealer misunderstood the size I needed over the phone initially, so that was great. Bob and his wife were really lovely, and of course I hung around to shoot the shit about motorcycles and the best French I could muster. If you find yourself in Bourg-Saint-Maurice, BSM is definitely the mechanic to keep you on the route.
This morning, woke up, felt really good, packed, had breakfast, checked out by 10 o'clock, was ready to go. And then I realized that I forgot to upload everything from my memory card in this camera. So I have no space and a very long ride today. It is like incredibly frustrating. It takes so long. I do have a brand new chain though. Look at this thing. Gorgeous. So I'm just trying to like stay calm and focused. Hurry up and wait. That's really the vibe of this morning. Finally getting on the road after an hour of being in the garage. And I have to be careful because this is when I make mistakes and I'm frustrated and sick of standing in one place. This is always when I fuck up, so I've checked to make sure that there's no dangling straps. Look at this. Dry roads and all. It rained all night. Well, there's a couple of rain. Oh, shit. Might catch some rain. Yep, rain. Perfect.
And just like that, my stress melted away.
I think today is going to be quite a long day because I've only gone maybe 40 minutes and my hands are absolutely freezing. At least it's pretty, but I think it's going to be a long one.
Next time on Later Lizzie, Mom realizes that she may have underpacked for her ride through the Alps.
It's cold now. Very cold.
She nearly freezes to death, but it's all worth it for the view from the top. Stay tuned.
I'm proud of myself.